For those of you who don't know, sister wives, Garrick from the Merrifield family, this is his third attempt at finding himself a second wife. He has found himself yet again another young, attractive Brazilian woman for him to prey upon, all in the name of the Lord. He uses God to excuse his perversions, while his wife stands by, watching with gritted teeth and tears in her eyes, while he indulges himself in these romantic sex vacations, abandoning her and their children. She even found herself so desperate, insecure, and anxious that she was losing her husband. She found herself pregnant just to keep the man. And now they're at it again. What a stand-up human being.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's back, you guys. Sister wives, the Merrifields, the Davies, and some new couples.
I feel God led us to live. This is my wife, April. Okay. This is our wife, Jennifer.
Oh, okay.
Polygamy is certainly not for the faint of heart. And this is our girlfriend, Teresa.
It looks like they've added a new girl. They were dating, looking for a new girlfriend in the last season. She seems to be problematic.
Did it for you. I don't want to feel resentful towards my husband for being intimate with another woman when that is what we're setting out to do. So when can I expect sex with your husband?
This is the new couple I've taken an interest in, the Peralta family. This guy is super triggering. I'll get into it later. Some of these other couples are a little more wholesome and they're new. We'll talk about them another time.
My last name is not Davis, and I would like it to be. I just want to have Nick to myself. Let's get that straight.
What kind of person gets into a polyamorous relationship and decides they want them to
I
themselves?
don't want another woman to have a child with you.
No, this is what I want.
What a selfish piece of crap. I feel so bad for this girl. I can't stand it.
I'm happy for them, but it just makes me feel less tied to Garrick. I don't know why.
Really, Danielle, you don't know why? Seeing your husband with another woman, being intimate, being connected, kissing, all those things, it's not going to make you jealous and make you feel disconnected.
You definitely have to be really secure in who you are in polygamy, otherwise it's just gonna eat you up. How do you sign up to be a side chick? You're married. Help us, Jesus. It was actually my idea.
This is season 6 of Seeking Sister Wife, and today we are going to be talking about the Merrifields, the Peralta family, and the Davies a little bit. Starting with the Merrifield family. If you don't know who these people are, they've been on this show for multiple seasons. This is Garrick's third attempt at marrying himself a young, attractive Brazilian woman who he seems to prey upon in the name of the Lord. It's really gross and predatory. All while his wife stands there smiling through gritted teeth and tears, he remains utterly ignorant and cold to her plight while he engages in these romantic, somewhat manic affairs. She even got pregnant in the last season, popped out a new baby, a new anchor baby, just to lay claim on her man as he was running off to Brazil for months at a time to abandon her and their kids for these sex vacations with hot young women. Infuriating. Awesome for him, though.
And we're the Merrifields, and we have some big news.
We have a sister wife in the air, about ready to land in America today.
Now.
Ugh, well, they are back at it with a third woman now. She's young and beautiful.
To Denver International Airport to pick up my sister wife, Lorena. Lorena is Garrick's fiance. They are going to be getting married. They have 90 days to get married once she arrives here.
But this is now a 90-day fiancé spinoff. She's coming on the K1. They have 3 months to marry, and she's probably in it for the visa and the green card, and all the power to her. But something about Garrick seems so predatory. I can't stand him. And Danielle, while I feel for her and sympathize with all her pain, I think Garrick has her brainwashed, or she's in on something deeper.
Like questioning, like in the Bible, if it was right or wrong. Men in the Bible had multiple wives, so what can I say against it?
Garrick's thinking, fuck yeah, I scored! I scored! So they're driving down to the airport to pick her up. They are both super nervous. He starts using God as an excuse to live polygamy, which is just stupid to me. If you want to be a sex fiend, just admit that you're a pervert. Don't bring God into it. I don't think God approves of this kind of thing. They say that all the torment, pain, and jealousy is supposed to bring you closer to heaven because it levels you up as a person. I call bullshit on that. You're just trauma bonding and experiencing sadomasochism emotionally at that point. Garrick here has some weird ideas too, man.
And so it's the reflection that, like, the man gives to the woman. We believe that when there's intimacy, that's the marriage, and
Become one flesh.
then you become one flesh with each other.
Yeah. Very matter of fact. Very proud of himself for that statement. And he feels like he really dropped a truth bomb on all of us. So now we talk about the past wife attempts, Roberta and Natalia. Roberta and Danielle actually really got along. She liked her a lot and apparently did view her as a sister wife. So she did divorce Garrick so that he could marry Roberta. But after they sent her money to set her mom up, she never came out.
Had sent her quite a large sum of money to help her get things settled with her mom. And the day after it cleared the bank, she told Garrick she wasn't coming.
Apparently, she was pissed off because Garrick had started dating a third, which Danielle had orchestrated. So Danielle's a little funny. I'm convinced that she's slightly more manipulative than we let on. She is hilarious. Check out her performance here.
How could she? I don't understand.
Oh man, it cracks me up every time I see it. It's the whole, you gotta set your phone up and make sure you got a good angle of yourself, and then you sit down, make sure you've hit record, and then start crying. It's so funny. So the next girlfriend was Natalia, and she was a little younger, and her and Danielle did not get along so well. Danielle, out of insecurity, had an anchor baby, and then Garrick started dating a third, which I'm wondering if Danielle had orchestrated because it worked so well the last time with Roberta. And on top of that, Garrick had allegedly started being super weird and controlling towards Natalia, which gave her the ick, and she dumped him pretty much immediately.
Eu descobri novas mentiras e a principal delas é que o Garrick convidou uma mulher para passar alguns dias na casa dele. Decidi que não quero mais seguir com essa relação.
I really don't like that TLC chose to edit out that piece of Natalia's confession about why she decided to end things with Garrick, because it doesn't shine a very good light on him, especially going with the whole he's kind of a predator angle. Yeah, so TLC decided to cut that out conveniently. Moving along to the Peralta family, Danny and Yesel.
And I am looking for a sister wife.
We are looking for a sister wife.
I stand corrected. We are looking for a sister wife.
I already hate this guy. He presents like a selfish man baby asshole. So him and his young wife hit it off, and they have 2 children together, and he has 2 children from a past relationship.
We have 4 children. My oldest 2, Jelena and Brady, are from a past relationship. And then we have 2 together, Jackson and Alex.
One thing that really pisses me off about these people is they don't consider how their actions are going to affect their children. Bringing in a 3rd or 4th mommy or 2nd. You know, I'm not trying to sound like a complete hater on poly relationships or polyamorous people. I've known some, and they've made it work for themselves, but they also didn't have children in the mix from what I could see. And not to mention, I don't think they started out monogamous. I think they were always that way, right? So anyway, moving on from what I think. In order to effectively manipulate his wife into doing this, he put together a PowerPoint presentation on why polyamory would be good for their relationship. And this girl's convinced that having a sister wife would be a tremendous support to her emotionally when he's away for work for months at a time. Well, babe, get a fucking dog or a friend or something. Jeez. And babe, that's assuming you and this other woman actually get along and actually bond and respect each other and develop a relationship. What if you can't stand each other?
Really good for my mental health, and I think it would be good for his too, because he knows that I'm not alone.
You know what's great for my mental health? Having a fucking hobby. It keeps me from needing to go on dating sites, that's for sure. Oh, speaking of dating sites, this guy is already on them, getting his toes in the water, looking for a new potential sister wife, and he didn't get her permission first. This opens up triggers from the last time they tried this.
Part of some of the issues with this first attempt, I felt left behind. I felt like I wasn't involved as much as I should have been. And he formed this bond with her, and I felt like I wasn't given the opportunity to. I just felt like I was left to play catch up, it was hard. Really hard. Still is.
You can see how much pain this girl's in. Why does it need to be like this? Why do they need to do this at all? I mean, I feel like this is another example of a selfish husband who's brainwashed his wife into doing something she doesn't want to do because she's lonely and he's horny.
Yeah, I bring up a lot of bad memories just the last time you went on your own. It was a threat. It was a threat to our marriage, and I don't want to go back to that.
She's triggered. She's hurting. They don't need to do this, and I wish that he wasn't making her do this. She's saying that it's their plan, their goal, but I'm not buying it.
But I just don't want to test.
Or repeat.
Right. I just don't want to test the integrity of that foundation that we rebuilt, which I feel like this might test that integrity.
If you feel like this is gonna test the integrity of your marriage, maybe you shouldn't do it. Maybe you should you can just stop. It's not too late. It's not too late to just not.
Browsing.
Just browsing a little bit, yeah.
So yeah, he's been browsing on dating sites and he's just telling her about it now. So she's not impressed, and in the future she wants to be privy to what he's doing.
Okay. I would like to be present when we window shop.
Moving back over to the Merrifields, Danielle and Garrick. They are at the airport. They are both super anxious, super nervous, super excited to meet their hot new wife.
To be my wife, to come to America.
Who's not at all using them for a green card. That's not it at all. I bet she truly loves Garrick for the wonderful specimen of a man that he is. Danielle's pretty cool though. And you guys, this scene was so 90-day coded, but it was wholesome. I thought it was so precious that she actually hugged Danielle first. That didn't happen with Natalia, and I don't know about Roberta, but Garrick was standing there impatiently like, what about me? I'm standing here with the flowers and no one even cares. Finally, he gets his kiss and he's really happy. The producers ask Danielle how she feels, and she says it feels weird. It's so freaking crazy. She is crying.
How you feeling, Danielle?
How the fuck do you think she feels, idiot? She's watching another woman kiss her man.
Yeah.
Beer. Yeah. Celebration?
When she said she wanted water and beer, I immediately liked her. She's cute. I am convinced she's using them for the visa and the green card, but you know what? All the power to her. I'm not going to judge her at all. So they talk about how they met her. They met her on a dating site. She wanted a serious relationship and a husband and children. She claims she never went out with anyone on that site, but when she saw Garrick, she knew he was the one because apparently she always knew she was not going to end up with a Brazilian. And I mean, that's not a red flag. I don't know what is. Actually, never mind. Garrick trumps it. Listen to this insightful fucking bullshit he's come up
I
with.
found that after women, usually around 5 men, that they just can't like bond anymore.
What?
After a woman has like 5 different partners, the chances of her bonding or even having a lasting relationship drops like crazy amount, like just percentage-wise. Like
What's the sperm?
it's just the sperming inside of her changes, yeah, the person.
Now, I know Danielle is religious too, but I don't even think she buys that bullshit. She's rolling her eyes like, yeah, I'm married to a fucking idiot. You know, part of me would think that she's not in love with him anymore and she's fine with him finding love again. Oh, look, he drowns her here. Just kidding, he baptized her. I don't know what gives him the right to baptize people, but anyway. But back to my original point, I don't think she's not in love with him anymore because she's always crying when she sees him with these other women. And then she had the anchor baby out of insecurity and anxiety. Anyway, moving back to Yesel and Danny. Yesel's ex-girlfriend, the mother of his 8-year-old son, comes over because she and Danny, Yesel's current wife, are actually great friends. Lee introduces herself, or maybe it's Leah, I don't remember. She explains that they were dating 10 or 11 years ago. They broke up 7 years ago. Pardon, can't control the traffic, fucking motorcycles. Anyway, she explains that she doesn't think that her and Yesel would get along as well as they do if it weren't for Danny. And it turns out that she's a good voice of reason for them as a friend, given that she knows them both so well. So she asks Danny how things are going, given that they're both on the hunt for a sister wife, and Danny opens up about how she's feeling.
When I first found out that they were starting to date with the intention of, potentially finding a sister wife, I think I said, that's absolutely crazy.
100% agree, it's crazy, especially given she's clearly not into it.
If Yesel ever asked me to do this, I
I probably would have hit him in the head with a frying pan or something. There would have been some kind of bodily harm.
Man, I love this chick. She's like my frickin' spirit animal or something. She's speaking my language. Love it.
Does it, like, trigger you at all from... Yeah, a little bit. I'm a little triggered.
If you're so triggered about it, why are you letting it happen? I don't
My
understand.
biggest concerns with having them have another woman enter their relationship would be, what about my son?
Yep.
You know, how is this going to affect him? Is he going to be confused?
Tell
Is he
him.
going to be happy? How are we going to explain it?
Tell
How
him.
soon? What if I don't like this person? There's
Tell
so
him.
many different questions, I think, that came to my mind.
Facts. Tell him. She's spitting facts, man. All straight logic. Great
If you're going to,
questions.
like, do it again, it needs to be very well thought out to avoid any unwanted situation.
That's given that he respects her enough to not be completely self-centered.
You know, given everything that happened last time, are you certain that you want to pursue this?
I think.
She asks her again many times, are you sure?
What happens if you guys find someone, you click with someone you meet a couple times, whatever, and you aren't feeling it as much as him and want to pursue someone else? Have you guys discussed how that's going to work? Like, what are the rules?
More great questions. I bet you Buddy Guy wants the rules to be in his favor.
Are you sure that you really want to do this again?
I don't know.
So when she asks her for the third time if she wants to do this, she says, I don't know.
This is the kind of stuff that ruins marriages.
To me, this means no.
It does definitely have the potential to.
So don't do it. It's so easy. Just don't do it. I don't understand why. A sneak peek of what's to come for this season.
Being a polygamist, we just get to go through life representing love in a way that most people don't think is possible. My wife and you would be just platonic. I know Billy is really wanting a sister wife, so I have to make this go as good as possible.
I was thinking that it would be all of us together. Both of you.
No, hello, Daddy.
When did this daddy thing come about? You've been trying to get me to call him daddy for years. I never saw myself being in a relationship with someone else's husband.
Correct, me and you, tonight, in the bedroom. I feel like I'm in a dream. We met somebody. Her name is Jackie. She's got a quick pot, you know.
So what if I were to get pregnant by us? I don't want to sound selfish, but like, no, we can't do that. You and I made love. I just knew you were the last person I would ever make love to. I can guarantee you that it would hurt 10 times more if I were to leave as opposed to April and Jenny.
How long have you been seeing this guy? I only thought of somebody was touching you, so are you guys being intimate?
We might lose today.
How do I know you're not just going to run away with my husband? You really think that I would leave you? I mean, it's a fear. This was her idea all along.
I feel like you're asserting almost like some sort of dominance or something.
I understand that you want kids, but that boundary's not going to shift.
We just need to get this all figured out. Lorena getting deported. This is insane. How did this happen? One thing I absolutely will not tolerate is the disruption of the peace in my household.
I got you.
If you don't want to understand that or you don't want to work towards that, well then just get up and go then.
Wow, crazy. This show is full of triggers and nervous system agitating stuff. I'm all for it. You guys think I should keep covering this show? Let me know what you think. I will continue with the other stuff, 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, so on and so forth. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you all. Take care. Have a good night. Don't forget to like and subscribe.